name is Flash Isaac, and I'm a teacher from the future. What is the relationship between atoms and elements? Element is any substance that is made up of only one type of atom. If you bring out a substance and you check it is made up of only one type of atom, then it is an element. Element is a pure substance. And when two or more elements combine chemically, they form compounds. And the behavior of compound or the property of compound is different from the property of each of the elements that make up the compound. Now, properties of matter. The properties of matter are divided into physical and chemical properties. The physical property has to do with the color. If you bring out this, the physical property are color, density, mass, melting point, boiling point. All these are physical properties. And every matter, every substance we see, they have physical properties. Then the chemical properties, which are chemical changes, have to do with their reaction. When they react with this, what is formed? Are they reactive? What is formed? Do they exist in neutral form? So all this reaction you see, equations, balancing of equations, all these things, they are chemical properties of matter. And the chemical property of matter is brought about by free electrons. Electrons. They basically determine the chemical property of matter. And uses of matter, everything, what's the use of this? What's the use of this? So that is millions and billions of uses for different matter that you have. Looking at these atoms, they have subatomic particles. If we take this to be atom, this is inside the atom. These atoms, they are made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. In fact, there is a belief that we have further particles, quarks, as other subparticles of proton. But that's not the case today. Looking at this atom, let's call this inside the atom the nucleus. In the nucleus, that is where you have the proton and the neutron. So P and N are in the neutron. The electrons, electrons, they move around the atom. They possess wave property. They are moving so fast that they behave as waves. We shall get there when we are discussing wave mechanics model by heavyweight scientists Werner Heisenberg, Louis de Broglie, Erwin Schrödinger. Don't worry, it's getting interesting soon. Proton has a positive charge, electron has negative charge. The charge of proton is plus 1.602 times 10 to the power of minus 19. Charge of electron is minus 1.602 times 10 to the power of minus 19. Positive and negative. Now for a neutral atom, which means no positive, no negative charge, the number of proton is equals the number of electron. So if the number of proton is equal to the number of electron, they cancel out. There is no net charge. And the mass of any atom is when you add the proton and the neutron, you get the mass of atoms. And the mass of atom is concentrated in the nucleus. That is where we have proton and neutron. Electron contribute least to the mass of the atom. Now, ions. Look at, in the periodic table, the first 20 elements are hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, and calcium. All these, they are arranged according to their atomic number. And what is atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons in atom. So any atom, when you look at how many protons does it have, okay, that is the atomic number. And for a neutral atom, the number of protons is the same as the number of electrons. So electron can be the atomic number for a neutral atom. Looking at this sodium, it has only one electron in the outer shell, which means if it remove this one, the remaining one will be balanced. Then chlorine, on the other hand, has 7 in the outermost shell. It needs only 1 to complete. This chlorine will do everything possible to get 1 to complete. Then this one knows that, how will I be looking for 7? It's very difficult. Since it's just 1 I have to give out, let me just give out 1. After all, I still have 10 to hold my side tight. So that is the reason for chemical reaction. If this sodium now decide to give out this 1 electron, sodium becomes ion. But in that case, positively charged ion. We don't write it as like this as atom. No, it is now Na+. Chlorine can receive electron since it needs 1. If this sodium eventually give out this 1 to chlorine, chlorine becomes stable. It is no longer Cl, it becomes Cl-. Ion, it has received electron. This sodium, it has 11 protons. P is equals 11. Since in this case, here so it is neutral, electron is also equals 11. But what has happened? After giving out electron to become ion, it means it has 1 electron lesser than proton. So electron now is equals 10 because 1 electron has been given out. Look at here. Chlorine, proton is 17. In the neutral form, electron is 17. But after gaining 1 electron right now, the number of electrons is 18. Which means chlorine ion has 1 electron more than the chlorine atom. And sodium ion has 1 electron lesser than the sodium atom. And J.J. Thomson discovered electrons. W. Austin discovered isotopy, while Moses Henry discovered atomic number. Now, what is isotopy? Isotopy is a phenomenon where atoms with the same atomic number can have different mass number. Look at it. All chlorine, they have atomic number of 17. But we have a case whereby chlorine can have mass of 37. The same chlorine can have mass of 35. Even carbon, we have the same carbon, atomic number 6, can have mass of 12, 13, 14. So the same atomic number, different masses. That is isotopy, discovered by W. Armstrong. We have isobars, where atoms or elements with different atomic number, they have the same mass number. Look at carbon. It has atomic number of 6. Nitrogen, atomic number of 7. We can have carbon with mass of 14 and nitrogen with mass of 14. So atoms of different elements, they have the same mass. So this question, which of the following scientists discovered the neutron? James Chadwick, 1932. When an atom gains electron, it becomes dash. It becomes an ion. Not just ion, it becomes negatively charged, like we explained. A particle that contains 9 protons, 10 neutrons, and 10 electrons is a dash. It contains 9 protons, 10 neutrons, and 10 electrons. Since the number of protons and electrons are not the same, therefore it is an ion. It has either gained or lost electron. But in this case, 9 protons, 10 electrons, it simply means it has gained electron. When atom gains electron, what happens? It becomes a negative ion. So negative ion is the correct option. Thanks for watching. Your one and only teacher from the future. I hope you found this class interesting. Feel free to check out the playlist for more amazing videos. And don't fail to install the Flash Learners application right now for notes, videos, and questions to meet all your needs. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out any of my sweet videos. See you in the next episode. Don't forget to tell everyone around about the Flash Learners. Bye.